In 1982, during the university's 85th anniversary celebration, the Board of Trustees formed the Centurion Society to honor exceptional alumni. Of the approximately 70,000 living Bradley graduates, only a select few have been named Centurions. These individuals have brought national and international credit to the university and serve as an example of commitment and excellence. They have also achieved great success in their professional lives. This year we honor two remarkable alumni, beginning with Cheryl Corley, who is also this year's distinguished alumna. Cheryl is an award-winning journalist with National Public Radio. In her remarkable career, she has covered some of America's most important news: Hurricane Katrina, the shooting of Trayvon Martin, and the campaign to re-elect President Barack Obama, to name a few. Her work has largely dealt with how women and young people are affected by the criminal justice system, what reforms are being proposed, and the real and potential consequences to the public. Her comprehensive understanding of so many topics and her ability to ask probing questions has led Cheryl to frequent appearances as a panelist on news and affairs programs throughout the Chicagoland. Cheryl's peers have recognized the high caliber of her reporting. She has received the Herman Kogan Media Award from the Chicago Bar Association, the Studs Terkel Community Media Award, and has been recognized twice for the best business reporting by the Chicago Headline Club. In addition, Cheryl has been named the best reporter in Chicago by the Illinois Associate Press Broadcasters Association. Access to opportunity is often the key to future success. Cheryl has worked with several programs to introduce young people to work in journalism. She co-created the Cindy Bandel Young Critics Program, which introduces young women to the 11th grade to the art of theater production and professional writing. Cheryl has served as a board member and president of Community Television Network, an organization that trains Chicago youth in video and media production. Cheryl graduated from Bradley cum laude in 1976. As an undergraduate, she was a member of the speech team and Delta Sigma Phi sorority. She received the award for Outstanding Graduate in 1994 and served on the Bradley Board of Trustees from 2003 to 2017. For her contributions to the field of journalism and her insistence on opening the way for the next generation, I am proud to welcome Cheryl Corley to the Bradley University Centurion Society. Congratulations, Cheryl.
Most people know Cheryl from her work with public radio, both in Chicago and nationally. But actually, Cheryl is somewhat of a quiet person and very reflective and very thoughtful, and I'm sure part of that comes from her training as a journalist. And it was interesting to watch her, because she was on the Board of Trustees before I joined, and it was interesting to see her approach to important issues. She didn't immediately sort of raise her hand and start talking, but she sort of sat back and saw what the flow was and saw where the discussion was going. And then when she added something, generally it was a more powerful statement, because she she doesn't talk a lot, except when it is an important to add a particular point of view.
When I heard that I was going to be a member of the 2020 class of Centurions, I was so honored, because I looked at that list and there are just so many distinguished people that have made such an impact on this country and the world. So thank you very much.
We also want to recognize Doug Stewart for being a leader in his profession and in his community. After retiring as regional president of PNC Bank in 2017, Doug and his wife Vicki have given back to the people of Central Illinois by serving organizations that educate young people, cultivate leadership skills, and meet basic human needs. Doug lives out his belief that education changes life's trajectories and the importance of giving back. He began serving on Bradley's Board of Trustees in 2013 and was president of the board from 2014 to 2017. He was also the president of the board at Illinois Central College. Doug and Vicki have also chaired the record-breaking 2013 Heart of Illinois United Way campaign. OSF Healthcare, the Peoria Riverfront Museum, and the Salvation Army have all benefited from his drive to make his community stronger. When asked what motivates him to be part of so many organizations, Doug said, "The real secret about serving is that you get back more than you give. Not just in terms of feeling good, you learn a lot about yourself and your community." For more than 40 years supporting not-for-profits throughout the region, in 2019, he and Vicki were named the McCord Philanthropist of the Year. That same year, he received the Cree Coeur Club's Robert Michael Lifetime Achievement Award. Change occurs, he said. The communities that are going to grow and thrive learn to deal with change. Peoria is an outstanding place to work and raise a family. We ought to let the rest of the world know about it. A magna cum laude graduate from Illinois Wesleyan in 1973, Doug completed his MBA at Bradley in 1979. The scholarship that bears his name for excellence in leadership and service goes to a junior and senior Bradley Fellow, who are also leaders in other organizations. It's one more way he manifests a bright future by creating opportunities for young people today. On a personal note, Doug has quickly become a trusted friend and mentor for me. He has become a great partner in helping with my transition to Peoria. For his professional achievement and consistent service to Central Illinois, I am pleased to welcome Doug Stewart into Bradley's Centurion Society. Welcome, Doug.
What strikes me about Doug Stewart, I've been a person that has always watched and tried to learn from others and listen to others. And with Doug, that has been truly the case. He's been a real mentor to me, and I've watched him and I've learned from him. He's answered questions that I have, and he's just been a real mentor that I've been so appreciative of. And I think that he's so deserving of this Centurion Award because he is an example of a commitment to excellence to this university and to our community and to Bradley alumni around the world and the students that we serve here.
Well, thank you, President Standiford, and thanks to my good friend Judge Shadid for the kind words. And also, certainly thank you to the committee that thought that I deserved this recognition. You know, I found over the years that when you have a passion for a cause or an institution such as I do for higher education and Bradley University, no matter how much you give in terms of your time, your talent, or your treasure, you always receive more in return. And that's certainly been my experience with Bradley. I am so appreciative to be a member of this society with so many accomplished individuals, many of whom I know. And the one bond, the one common bond that we all have is the Bradley experience, something that I will forever cherish. So thank you once again, and go Braves.